Welcome in, everybody. I'm Noah Castor, and as always, I'm joined by Brandon Hudson and Darren Kinslow. We are the Benchwarmers. It is week 3 of the NFL season, and we're going to jump right into it with the Titans and Jags. Speaking of the Titans and Jags, we're going to try and do something a little bit different for some of the recaps. We're going to do it on a more like individual basis, basically, to get more videos out is the main goal, get more content for you guys, so stay tuned for that. All right, Titans and Jags, not a pretty game. I mean, it's Marcus Mariota versus Gardner Minshew, so it's not real pretty. I'll throw it over to Darren to start.
Yeah, this is going to be a defensive-heavy game, and I think both teams are going to try to run the ball as much as possible. So that's where I'm going to trust Leonard Fournette over Derrick Henry and the Jags defense. I've got the Jags winning this game. Not much to say. It's not going to be really much of a game, so yeah.
Yeah, the last time they did play, though, Derrick Henry did have that 99-yard
that's right.
touchdown run, so that was pretty cool. Brandon, what do you got?
I got Jags on this one as well. I saw last week they did play pretty good against my Texans, so the defense definitely stepped up. And I mean, let's be honest, the first week they faced Patrick Mahomes. You're not gonna, your defense isn't gonna fully show its potential when you're facing Patrick Mahomes with the offense that they had. And then, like I said, last week they played actually pretty good against DeAndre Hopkins. I saw Jalen actually. They both kind of had a big battle on that one, so that was pretty big for Jalen to show that he's still healthy and everything. But yeah, I definitely got Jags on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think it comes down to trusting Jags defense over the Titans defense. And I would have picked the Titans if they would have beat the Colts last week, but off of their Browns performance, they didn't really do anything against the Colts. So I got Jags in this one. Next up, do you guys really want to spend a whole lot of time on this matchup? Cowboys and Dolphins.
Let's just go down the line.
Cowboys.
Yep.
All right, next up we got Bengals and Bills. Actually might be an interesting game. I'll start it off. I got the Bills winning this one. Josh Allen's looked good, and the Bengals have kind of just looked all over the place. So they got blown out by the 49ers. So I'm going to go Bills on this one.
Bills.
Brandon, Bills?
I'm going to go with the Bills as well. The Bengals, they let me down last week.
They did, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with Josh
The
Allen.
Bengals are such a weird team. They beat teams they shouldn't. They lose to teams they shouldn't.
I mean, that's pretty much how Andy Dalton and the Bengals have been for a long time.
Yep.
All right, next up we got the Lions and Eagles. Eagles are looking really banged up, and the Lions coming off a strong win versus the Chargers, even though the Chargers are also pretty banged up. Darren, who do you got?
I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. They had a really close game against Atlanta last Sunday night. I still think they've got one of the best rosters in the league, even though they do have a lot of injuries right now. But going against the Lions, even though they beat the Chargers, the Chargers don't have a lot of their players either, so I've got the Eagles.
Brandon?
I've got Eagles on this one too. I do like what the Lions are doing, so they are showing that they are doing something this year, and I like that. I think this could be actually a good game to watch, honestly, but I'm definitely going to go with the Eagles on this one.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I am going to go Lions on this one. I do think the Eagles' health on the offense is going to affect them. I don't know if Carson Wentz can stay healthy for this game. He did come out a little bit for the Falcons game for concussion protocol, and he did take a big shot to the ribs as well. So I'm going to bank on the Lions coming off an impressive win over the Chargers. Next up, we got Jets and Patriots. Kind of same thing with the Dolphins matchup. I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time. I got Patriots.
Yeah, I've got the Patriots too.
Yeah,
going against the third-string quarterback. One thing about the Pats, though, is their offensive line's starting to get banged up. Isaiah Wynn.
Their left tackle,
yes,
right?
Yep. He's now on IR, too, and they already lost David Andrews, so that's something that I'm going to have to watch for, definitely, but they look really good other than that.
Yeah, it's just going to rely more on Tom Brady getting the ball out very quickly, which is something the Pats do very well.
Yeah,
so.
And our offensive line coach is one of the best to do it.
Yep.
He's made some really great players. So
Definitely, yeah. Next up, we got Falcons and Colts. The Colts coming off a good win against the Titans. The Falcons coming off a very shaky win against the Eagles. They didn't look great. Matt Ryan didn't look great either. Darren, what do you got in this one?
This one's tough for me, but I still think I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Matt Ryan really hasn't done much. He's thrown like 5 picks this year, but they still have a good team. They still have Julio Jones. I think the Falcons are gonna win just because. But the Colts, they've impressed me a little bit. Jacoby Brissett has come in here and played pretty well. So I don't know.
It's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
This one is.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons on this one as well. I like what Julio's doing to find him. I saw that one of the touchdowns he had last week was in the red zone, and where he actually was able to actually get the ball and score the touchdown in the red zone, which is huge because he hasn't been able to do that. And then also, Matt Ryan and also was it Devontae Freeman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. Devontae Freeman didn't have too bad of a game either. I mean, he was able to get the run game going for him. He was able to get him in position to score, and I think that's going to be a huge factor. But Colts, like Darren said, they have impressed very well. But I'm going to go Falcons on this one.
Yeah, I think the safe pick is to go Falcons on this one. Besides, Matt Ryan hasn't looked great, but I think they just have more talent on offense than the Colts do. Calvin Ridley looks really good too, beside Julio Jones. So
yeah,
I think they're gonna have an impressive win over the Colts, but who knows? The Colts could surprise, so we'll see. Next up, we got Raiders and Vikings. I want to start off by saying I am going to pick the Vikings, but I think this could be a closer game than people think. If the Raiders make Kirk Cousins throw the ball, we know what happens. He makes bad decisions. So I'm going to go Vikings on this one, but I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It's going to be an interesting game.
I'm going to go with the Vikings too. They started off really poorly in the Packers game, but they started to come back, and then Kirk Cousins, you leave the game up to him, you're probably not going to win the game.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
But like I said, I am still going to go with the Vikings, but I agree with you. I could see the Raiders winning this game. They playing the Chiefs. That was a tough game. So
they look good in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm going to go Vikings on this one as well.
All right, next up is probably the game I'm going to pay most attention to, besides the Packers game, obviously. But Ravens and Chiefs, this is a good matchup. Two teams that I'm very high on this year. I'll throw it to Darren.
Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the best games of the week for sure. Probably so far in the season. Yeah. Two teams that are probably going to face each other again down the road. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Kansas City on this one just because, they're at home. The crowd's going to be going nuts. It's their home opener.
Yep.
I think the Ravens are a great team. They've got a good offense, but I just don't know if they can stop that Chiefs offense. I think it's going to be kind of like that Rams and Chiefs game we had last year, high scoring. I don't know. I want to pick the Ravens just because they've got a better defense, but Mahomes, he continues to impress me, and I got to go Chiefs.
Brandon, what do you got?
I'm going to go Chiefs as well on this one. And, as people are saying right now, Ravens are going to keep it close, Ravens are going to play good, but they faced the Dolphins week 1. He threw 5 touchdowns. I'll give him that. It's hard to do, throw 5 touchdowns, but he still played the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Last week he played the Cardinals, and it was a 23-17 game, I believe, and it's the Cardinals. Let's be honest; they have a decent defense as well. It's not probably like compared to what the Chiefs have right now, but still, he wasn't able to put up as many touchdowns. He put up I don't even know how many touchdowns he had in that game, but still he didn't perform like he did week 1. He also played the Cardinals. He scored only 23 points. Now he's facing the Chiefs, and I think it's going to be a totally different. Patrick Mahomes is just going to be able to score just like he did in any other game, let's be honest.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes makes defenses look way worse than they are. We thought the Jags might have taken a step off, but then they have a really impressive game against the Texans, and you're like, well, what changed? Patrick Mahomes is what changed. Patrick Mahomes makes any defense look silly. So I don't think the Ravens' defense is going to be a huge factor here. They might be able to get their hands on the ball, but we'll see. I am going to go Chiefs just because home field advantage. I'm high on the Ravens, but I do think the Chiefs take a game at home here, so go Chiefs on that one. Next up, we got Broncos and Packers. Not that exciting of a game. It is 2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks going up against each other, but I think the Packers win this one easily. I'm going Packers.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on it. I've got the Packers, too.
Yeah, Packers.
Next up, we got Panthers and Cardinals. This one might be interesting. We got Cam Newton's going to be out for this game, so they're starting Kyle Allen. What a monster. I'm going to go Cardinals on this one. The Panthers don't have their starting quarterback. I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah, and they didn't look well at all against the Buccaneers. I was kind of hoping Will Grier would play for the Panthers, but yeah, I've got the Cardinals anyways. So
Yep. Next up, kind of a gross game. We got Giants and Buccaneers. Daniel Jones will be starting this game, which is the only reason I can think anybody would keep an eye on this game. Darren, you can go ahead and start off with this one.
Yeah, the Bucks, they look pretty good. Jameis didn't look horrible like he kind of did week 1, but I really don't trust the Giants defense at all, so I got to go Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. It will be interesting to see Daniel Jones play though, but I just don't think it's going to be enough for the Giants to beat the Redskins.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, yeah. Sorry.
Brandon?
I got Buccaneers on this one as well. I don't trust the Giants defense. It's just as simple as that.
Simple as that. I'm going to go Giants on this one. I think Daniel Jones has an impressive outing against the Bucs defense, which isn't great. I mean, they do have some talent on there, adding Devin White in the draft, but I think Daniel Jones is going to have a good game. And you guys are right. The big factor is that Giants defense. I think they have to take a ball away from Jameis to win this game. If they don't get a takeaway, I think they do lose. But I'm going to trust not in the Giants defense, but in Jameis Winston to throw a pick. So next up, we got Saints and Seahawks. This was going to be a good game. I mean, it still might be. It might be, but with Drew Brees out, I got Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks at home too. It's going to be tough for Bridgewater to beat them, but I still think the Saints. I mean, they still have a really good team.
Yeah,
they have a good defense, and they still have Kamara. They still have Michael Thomas. I mean, it's not like Bridgewater's going in there without any weapons. Yeah. He's got plenty of weapons, so. We were just kind of talking about this earlier. I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to see this game if Bridgewater can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Next up, we got Brandon. Your Texans are taking on the Chargers. Might feel a little bit better about the Texans' chances against the Chargers because they did just lose to the Lions, but the Texans didn't look that great against the Jags, but I'm still going to take Deshaun Watson over Phillip Rivers in this one. I got the Texans winning.
I think we took a step back last week playing against the Jaguars, but also they probably underestimated because they thought, well, they did bad against the Chiefs, but now they're facing
backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Now.
So I mean, I definitely think Jalen Ramsey played a big factor against DeAndre Hopkins.
Definitely.
Deshaun's used to throwing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, so that's big on that. But I definitely don't see us taking a step back this week. I think we're going full steam ahead. I think we'll beat the Chargers.
I agree with pretty much every point you guys made. I'm going to go with the Texans, too.
Defense looked pretty good last week, too, as well. Yeah. Especially stopping on that goal line drive.
Definitely. Next up, we got the Steelers and 49ers. Obviously, Big Ben out with the elbow injury. He's going to have surgery on it, out all year. And the 49ers impressed. To be fair, it was against the Bengals defense, which is not great. But you saw some of the great coaching by Kyle Shanahan, so I'm going to go 49ers on this one against a banged-up Steelers team.
Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers, too, coming off of an impressive win against the Bengals. So.
Yeah, same here.
Next up, we got Rams and Browns. This could be a good game depending on what Browns team shows up.
Yeah.
They didn't impress against the Jets. I know they beat the Jets by a lot, but they didn't really impress me. Mm-hmm. Baker doesn't look right. I mean, Odell had that big slant pattern where Odell did the whole thing. So I'm going to go Rams on this one. It just all depends on what the Browns do. I don't know with this game.
Yeah, I just don't trust the Browns, and I trust the Rams a lot more than I do the Browns. So that's why I'm picking the Rams to win. But I think it might be a pretty good game if the Browns can try and figure out their team.
Yeah, that offensive line needs to do better.
Yes. Yeah.
Brandon, what do you got? Rams and Browns.
I'm going Rams on that one.
Going Rams on this one. All right, we got Monday night game. Not a great Monday night game. We got the Chicago Bears versus the Redskins. I'm not going to lie, I really did think about picking the Redskins on this one. I did, but Case Keenum under pressure against the Bears. I'm going to go Bears on this one.
I'm going Bears on this one as well. I do agree this one was one of those games I kind of had to think about, but I don't know if I could trust Trubisky. Is the only thing I'm thinking. Like he hasn't done anything this year.
Yeah, he didn't look great against the Broncos either.
No, but I do agree with you though. I don't think the Redskins can handle the defense that the Bears have.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm picking the Bears too. It's just their defenses should be able to stop the Redskins. So.
Yeah, this is a game I would not be surprised if the Redskins win. I really wouldn't. So
Trubisky is
He's been horrible. He's been. He got saved by a roughing the passer call last week that just saved the whole entire game. We'll see. It's an interesting slot of games this week, and I'm really going to be watching the Saints and teams like that to see what they do without their quarterbacks.
That Chiefs and Ravens game is going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Yep.
Okay, we should have a recap coming out. It's probably just going to be me on this one for the Thursday night game because I'm crazy and actually want to watch this game. I don't know why.
I actually kind of do too.
It might be a good game. Who knows? But I got to do a recap on it. That's going to be gross. But who knows? It might be a good game, Derek.
Well, let's be honest. It's going to be better than the Bears and Redskins game, I think, on a Monday night.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, it probably will be. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if Gardner Minshew, the porn star, can give us a shot.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
We'll see. So that should be out. We're hoping right after the game. So we'll try and get that out, and then we'll try and get some Jalen Ramsey news out if he gets traded. We got some teams looking at it. Quick thoughts. Where's he going? Just right at the top of the head.
Seahawks.
I got Seahawks.
I got Chiefs
Chiefs.
I got Chiefs for AFC, and I got Cowboys. I think.
I could see the Raiders. I could see the Raiders.
They have the
because
assets.
They have.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that's going to do it for week 3 in the NFL. We're going to try and do some individual stuff for the recap, and then we'll be back for next week's picks. Be sure to subscribe. We are 7 away from 200, so it'll be a big help. It's been the Benchwarmers, guys.
Deuces.